boss.
Morning.
We're ready to go.
Ready to go?
Yes.
Okay. Hi there, how you doing? On my moment of the week this week for my podcast, I'm heading out to Chadley House School. It's a very special day because today we're dealing with the kids at the school there. Very, very important. So they are having a media day today and we're heading out there to spend almost a whole day with them. Let's go.
Don't forget, this Saturday is Boys Conference, and to our Namibia-bound learners, safe travels, take photos, and bring stories.
Part of the reason that I'm excited to be here today is I'm hoping that I can be an inspiration to a lot of my friends that are in the audience. You know, guys, I'm really inspired by you because when I was young, I never did what you're doing now. When I look at you guys, I'm thinking, okay, I wonder how great these guys are going to be in the next 10, 15 years because, you know, you're doing it right at your age and then in 10 years, I think you're going to be brilliant. Hi, so we just finished our media day activities at Chadley House School. It was a very amazing experience, but also for me, it was a great opportunity to just share a bit of knowledge that I have, you know, with the kids, and I hope that they got inspired and I hope they learned something out of whatever it is that I had to share with them. It was also nice to share the platform with the likes of KB, Mwape, and the other great media personalities that also came here to be a part of this media house. But for the most part, you know, I'm very grateful to Chadley House School for the invitation. They take media very seriously. They have a media, a room for media. They've got a team. KB, you're not going anywhere. We're going for lunch. Okay, so then I'll carry on. They've got a media team. They've got a room specifically dedicated to media. I could see media-related pieces of equipment. I see that this school takes media the way it's supposed to be taken, which is seriously. So I'm very impressed. I'm very happy, and I'm ready to come back here anytime, any day.
Kombucha. What is it really? A drink? A trend? Or nature's secret to feeling alive? Introducing Winfo Kombucha from YATU Foods. Winfo Kombucha restores your healthy balance, boosts digestion, and refreshes your energy. Now you know. Winfo Kombucha, the natural power of nature.
Hello and welcome to the Kenny T One-on-One podcast. Remember, this podcast is brought to you by YATU Tea. YATU Tea is available in all leading supermarkets across the country. My name is Kenny T, and on the show today, we have a very interesting guest. He's done quite a lot of things, and we'll be able to unpack as the show goes, right? Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel so that every single time we upload an episode there, you actually be among the first to actually watch it. The other thing to do also is to click that bell button so that every single time we upload an episode, you know, you get that notification. Our guest today is Ackate Kalaba Tembo. How's it, brother? How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you, brother?
First time interviewing you. You look good. Nice to have you.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, the first time. I've been wanting to come here. Today I'm here.
And today is the day.
Yeah.
All right, great.
Yeah.
Before we start from the beginning, you were doing a show on Zambezi Magic. Can we speak about that?
Yeah, I had a show called Nyumba Yanga.
Yeah.
That was on Zambezi Magic on DSTV. I think we only did season 1. Yeah, so that was just the introduction to the work that I'm doing currently now, like interior designing.
Okay.
Yeah, so I had to do that show. I had to be part of that show because I was introducing the business that I'm doing.
Okay, so what exactly were you doing on the show?
So we were doing home makeovers. Yeah, so I'm an interior designer, and we were changing, the looks of different homes, hotels, office space, and stuff like that. So on that show, we're doing like a total renovation of the different houses, and that was just changing everything, the before and after. So basically, what we were doing was just to transform homes.
You're giving a makeover to homes.
True.
So how are you selecting which homes to, to sort of like give a makeover to?
No, you see, people used to maybe approach us, like they would want us to do maybe a makeover. Then based on those, and not everyone wants to be on TV. Yeah, and that was the struggle that we had. Like we did up a number of houses, but not everyone was willing to be on TV, like you're filming everything. So yeah, we had to choose those people that were willing, like
That were willing.
Yes,
Yeah.
to be seen on TV. Yeah.
So I'm sure were there some projects that you did very well, some design, some remodeling that you did that you're very happy with, but because the owner said no, you couldn't show us.
Definitely. We did a number of works. And some of them it's like these high profile people, where you do a house and we've invested a lot of money there. And when the time comes, you want to put that thing on TV, they'll be like, no. Because you know how it is. Sometimes you don't want to be followed after spending a lot of money on your house looking all beautiful. And you don't want people to start following you to say, where did you get the money? You know our country when it comes to that.
No, because the other thing also is there's also some people that are very private. Like
true.
I feel
True.
like if you came and did some work to my house,
Yeah.
I don't know if I would want it out there.
True. That's very true.
Yeah.
So I think that's one of the reasons that I had to stop shooting that.
Okay.
Because other people, that worked to our advantage and disadvantage at the same time.
Yeah.
Because even if we're not using cameras during the time we're doing the setup, other people thought we are filming that. And we'll maybe put that on social media or on DSTV. A lot of people, they live a very private life.
Yeah.
So they didn't want to be seen by the whole country or the entire continent.
Yeah.
So we had those challenges. So
it affected the show.
it did. It affected more of my business. People are excited to watch those things. But when it comes to business, I had to really to evaluate that, to say, should I continue doing this? Yes, I'm going to make money by shooting this. But I won't have a lot of clients coming in, like to say, okay, do up my house. Yeah.
So is it very expensive? Say if I wanted you to give a makeover to my house.
Yes and no. It is expensive in the sense that it all depends with your taste, your the quality of works that you want us to do. I would say there are times you can do a house, maybe a makeover, maybe with a budget plus minus 50,000. Then we can even go as high as 2 million.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So it all depends. Like there are people that are too particular with what they want. So they'll tell you that I don't want anything made in Zambia. I want everything that should come from Dubai. So what do we do in that case? We are quoting you now our transport to go to Dubai.
So you actually have to fly to Dubai.
Yes.
Carefully select the pieces.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So now we need to put all those things in the quotation then. Yeah, because this is exactly what the client wants. So it starts with us sitting down with the clients and try to understand what kind of things do they want. So based on the discussion, then we are able now to tell them, okay, this we can give you, but it will cost you so much. So if they're okay to pay, then we're able to deliver the work.
Okay, so this question, you can answer it or you can't answer it, but I'll ask it anyway. What would you say your lowest job has been, and what would you say your highest has been? Just to try and understand.
Okay, I think my lowest job in terms of interior designing to be, I would say maybe 30,000.
Okay.
And the highest plus minus, I would give it the same 2 million.
2 million kwacha.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I can imagine how much, what kind of a look a house would be.
Yeah.
If you have to spend the 2 million kwacha with, you know, everything imported.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, okay, let's start from the beginning.
Yeah.
Where were you born?
Wow. I was born where and when? I was born here in Lusaka, Zambia, and some time back. And I should mention my age here.
Yes.
Yo. Okay, yeah.
We want to know.
So, yeah, I was born in 1984.
Okay.
Yes. So, 84, that is 41 years back. So, I turned 41 just few I think last month. That was July the 3rd.
July.
I was born on the 3rd of July.
How did you celebrate your birthday this year?
So this year I celebrated my birthday with my family, my children. So we traveled to Swaziland.
Oh,
and
nice.
There is nice resort. And we thought we wanted just a quiet time. Yeah, because all the time, like when it's your birthday, you are out, and sometimes we are always going to places where you're spending even more money in terms of shopping and what. But this time around, we wanted a quiet one. So I had plenty of my sisters that came through as well. So we had a nice dinner and just reflecting on life. I think the older you get, there are certain things that don't excite you anymore.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think the most important thing now, you feel like you need to connect more to your family and people that you love most.
So you're born in Lusaka. Which part of Lusaka?
I was born here in Lusaka in the hospital I was born. It's UTH. That's what I was told.
Okay.
Yeah, I was born in UTH.
Okay.
And I did. I grew up. I would say my childhood was here in Lusaka before really going out.
Which part of Lusaka?
You know where Counter Square is?
Yeah, Counter Square is right here.
Yes. So Counter Square. Back then, I had my father. He's late.
Sorry to hear.
He was one of those people that was in politics.
Okay.
So then he had some projects he was doing, and I grew up in a family of a lot of people.
Like how many?
9.
Okay. It was very common back then.
Very common.
Yeah.
So now I'm number 8.
Okay.
And the firstborn guy. Meaning, from number 1 to number 7, they're all ladies. Then, me, I'm number 8, and my young brother, number 9. So we are 2 boys.
2 boys. Right
7.
at the end.
Yes, right at the end.
Great. So then, how was your life growing up, just in the house,
full of ladies,
full of girls, sisters and stuff?
Interesting. I think I'll tell you something. Sisters are very good. They teach you something that later on you discover that you need that. They teach you how to love. They teach you how to care for people. They are very soft-hearted people. Not saying that guys are aggressive, but I think I'm looking at the positive side of growing up among your sisters. Because now I think I understand women even better. Yeah, because if they're throwing tantrums, then I understand, now it's that time that you don't answer them. Take time, they'll cool down, they'll come around. So I think it was very interesting. But now the most interesting part was with my father, because maybe he wanted the boy child so much. Maybe that's the reason he ended up having 9 children.
He was not stopping.
He wasn't stopping.
Trying.
So I make I make fun of my sister and say, maybe if I was born like number 2, maybe some of them are not going to even be there, Because maybe this guy was busy trying, and in the process, then these other sisters, now they were there. Yeah, but, with my father really so proud to have a boy at that time, I think I didn't experience a childhood that was a bit, I would call it not a normal childhood.
Why? Because they were treating you differently.
Because he wanted me to grow up fast. You know, like here's the man of the house. So I was treated like a big person, even at the young age. Even my dress code, you know, because you know him was more in the ties, suits, and what.
Yeah.
I hated those things, but I had to wear those things because he wanted to see. I'm telling you, that's why now you won't find me in those.
You don't wear suits at all.
Yo, man, I did a lot of those.
Yeah.
When I was young, I did a lot of those suits and ties and what. But now, remember, back then, we didn't have these shops. Like now we have shops where we can shop for kids. Maybe I was even wearing the ties that he was wearing and you just give you now, just imagine a small child wearing those things. But it was very interesting. I thank God also the fact that he taught me a lot. And he behaved like he didn't have enough time. So he needed to impact whatever he knew, you know, on this same boy.
Okay.
Yeah, so now he taught me a lot of things. When my friends are playing, I wasn't allowed to play like every other child. So every time he's teaching you how to do business, he's teaching you how to do this, he's teaching you how to do this. But that has worked now perfect well now that I'm older.
Now that you're older.
Yeah.
So other than politics, you did business?
Yes.
And then your mother, what did she do?
So my mom was working. She was working in the hospital. Yeah. So my dad was a business person. So he spent the things that I know the most, apart from being in politics and what, was business. Okay. So every time, like if it's school holidays, I don't remember spending those school holidays at home. You close today, every day you go with him to his workplace and teaching you is like dealing with clients or customers back then. They're teaching you how business was done. I think that's where I started getting all the inspiration. Like, okay, so you can go to school, not really aiming to be to go and work. There's nothing wrong in working for someone, but it all depends what you want to do in life. So I think I started developing those interests in running my own business back then. So whatever time that I had was also to find ways, how can I sell this? So starting at school, you sell almost anything, you know. I started looking at opportunities like, do you want books? I can bring tomorrow. Or you like this type of shoe that I'm wearing? I can bring that pair tomorrow. At least I'll be able to eat even just at 5% of that. Because every time he told me, see business in everything that you do if you want to succeed in life. So I think that's growing up, yeah.
Yeah. I know that part of your, if not most of your secondary school education, you were at Mungwi Technical School.
Yes, yes.
Let's talk about your primary education going up.
So I started school, I was at Kamwala Primary School.
Okay.
I started
So you're coming from Counter Square, going to Kamwala?
Yes.
Why? Why did you go like to, is it Bayuni?
Yeah, but
very close here.
Because the thing was, he had shops in Kamwala.
Okay.
He had shops there. Okay. So it was easy. Where we're staying, you know, the demarcation of Milestone. I don't know if it's still called Milestone, that side in Chinama area.
Yeah.
And Counter Square.
Yeah.
So now, when he's going for work, we'll go with him. So knocking off from school, you sit at his workplace. You wait for him. So you're coming back home just like any other person who's working. So you knock off at 13 hours, but you are getting home at 18 hours. And that was my life. You see? So that's how I'm saying I didn't grow up having just a normal lifestyle where after school, you can play a bit. So you do your homework there at his office. You stay there.
Yeah.
So all I knew at that particular time was it's school, work. You close school, you're working. Weekend, you're working. That's the life that I knew.
So after Kamwala, where did you go?
I went to Chamba Valley.
Chamba Valley?
Yes.
Okay.
So Chamba Valley stayed just for few, I think I went more like in my last primary grade. I think it was grade 7 or grade 6.
I did part of my education at Chamba Valley.
Man, I know you.
Okay. All right.
So, you know, funny part is that you were in the same class with my elder sister.
Okay.
So the time we were in the same intake, you were...
So you were there when I was there?
I think I came in grade 6, you were grade 7 or what? Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so
Okay.
so you see, I went to Chamba Valley. From there, after I left, that's when I proceeded to Mungwi. So it was the first time I was leaving Lusaka.
Mungwi is a technical school.
Yeah, we tried. We tried. Yeah, we tried. So I went to Mung Technical High School in Kasama. Yeah, it felt like.
My older brother went to Mungwi.
A very good school.
Yeah.
Very, very good school. We had schools that were competing with there, like Malole Secondary School in Chitimukulu area, and also Kasama Boys. So it was a whole new experience for me. Because remember, I born in Lusaka, grew up in Lusaka. The first time living in Lusaka was going to Mungwi. And by then, Mungwi was a rural place.
Okay.
No cars, only bicycles. I remember the time we got to Kasama, I thought maybe we have reached there because we had to go with Tazara.
Oh, you had to go with the train?
Train. From here, from Lusaka, we went up to Kapiri. Kapiri, we connected. And remember at that time, I had no idea where I was going.
So did they just send you off alone, or did they send you with somebody who knew?
They sent me alone first.
Yeah.
So when I got to Kasama, around 01, 02, so we had to sleep by the station with the rest of the guys that were with there, because they were also heading the same direction. So we slept there. Then around 6, we got into these small vans with tents, on the side. We went to the station. The station, we waited for those vans that were going to Mungwi now. It took us 2 hours to get full. The distance from Kasama to Mungwi, I don't know if it's 100 and something Ks or what. Now we're on the road again, and the roads are not good.
After being on the train?
Yes.
How long were you on the train for?
We started off, I think, around 12. And we reached there around 02. Yeah.
Wow. So I've been on the
Tazara
train,
there.
Tazara.
Yeah.
I've been on that from Lusaka to Dar es Salaam.
It
was quite a ride.
Yeah. I mean, after getting off that plane, the train. You still hear that sound. Yes, like it's still doing that. Yes. No, so yeah, we after reaching Kasama, Mungwi, it felt like they've just thrown you there, The first time it was exciting a little bit. They gave us, I think the time we arrived there, they gave us these nicknames. They used to call us Vamulibwanji because we used to speak Nyanja.
So Vamulibwanji from the Copper Belt? From Lusaka.
Okay. Yes, because that's what speaking Nyanja. And we had plenty of guys who are speaking Bemba. And so when you speak Nyanja, it just represents one thing. You're from the capital city. So at least we reached there with a little bit of respect. Like they knew that, okay, these guys, they were a little bit advanced. Yeah, but staying there the whole time I was there, it was crazy. It was crazy, but I knew why I was there. So when schools closed, I never used to come back. I would stay there.
You'd stay there? Why?
I would stay there.
I know that they had a unit. Is it I don't know, it's an agricultural unit. There was cows there.
Yes.
It was very self-sustainable. The school.
Yes. So we stayed there. And because remember, back then we had no cell phones. So we used to depend on landlines where you call home because they can't call you. So you need to call home. When you call and you find that phone goes unanswered, they can't even pick who was calling.
Of course.
So it was so difficult. And just for you to get a chance to call home, like you talk to someone and what. So I stayed for the whole year, without coming home. So when I came now to visit, I could feel the gap. When we landed here at Intercity, you could see that, no, man, you're behind now. You are really behind. Because you can see things looking all upgraded and yourself, back there, it was normal.
Yeah, because you see, Lusaka, even now, I've got friends that live outside Lusaka. Each time they come, they say, things change very quickly in Lusaka.
Yeah,
but even you and me, sometimes if you don't use a road for a period of time,
Yes, true. Very true. Very true. And it happened like that. But yeah. So did my secondary school there, finished, came back to Lusaka, and started life. Stayed at home for a year, of course, doing business. But where's the
So
school?
what business were you doing that time?
Before I even started business, where's that school? I lost my father when I was in grade 9.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So it was just during that time. So when I came back, um, I had to start doing the business that my father was doing back then. So he was into auto spares. He was selling clothes. He was selling different things. So when I came back, now there was mom there, and just said, look, you can help to run this. And so I started running those things, and that helped here and there.
So sorry, that's my phone. I thought I thought I put it on silent.
Okay, no, that's fine.
Okay, carry on.
Yes. So with school, with business here and there, then started now learning to go to college, start learning here and there, so that I can upgrade myself. Because at that moment, it was now a single mom that was raising us now. Yeah.
Okay. So how did you fit into this business? Was it an easy thing?
No.
But was it much easier because then you're spending a lot of time with your dad, or maybe time passed after that?
Time passed. Because remember now, you're talking about 5-6 years. You are not with this person. And you're also dealing with all the loss and everything.
Yeah.
So you come back to Lusaka and you are coming to start life. And starting life now, you're an adult. You're no longer a child. So you don't want to give hell, your mom and stuff like that, because the expectations are so high. Like I said, I'm the firstborn guy. These are ladies who are married and the expectations on you are so high. So as you are doing your things, you know that I don't need to fail. I need to make it what I can do. I need to make it in this life. Yeah. So that has been my mentality. Say, I need to make it.
I know that after some time you started digital marketing.
Yes.
Where did you study this, and how did you pick on digital marketing?
Okay. Yeah. So when I registered a company called Green Apple Media. So with Green Apple Media, we're doing TV commercials, of course, radio adverts. So I was in media business. So during that time, I thought I needed to learn more about this industry. Hence, I had to enroll with, it was an online course I did. I actually got a degree course. Okay. I mean, a program with Shah University, that is in the UK. So all I did was I take time to study about digital marketing and things like that. Because the time I was running Green Apple Media, I saw the gap that social media was coming up. And I knew that there would be that transitioning where...
That was smart.
Yes. People, at some point, we were all running to TV to sell our adverts or radio. But I saw that, this will work hand in hand. So if I don't switch to start knowing how to use social media marketing, then I'll be left behind. It's the same like now we're talking about AI and stuff like that. I think it's something that if you're in the space of marketing or media business, it's something that you have to know because it will help you really to enhance your business.
Yeah. So did you actually go and study at the university, or you did distance learning?
I did distance learning
on
that particular one. I did distance learning. So the only course that I went to study, like physical studying, was when I was doing an architect course that is in South Africa with Tuflop. So with Tuflop University, I had to do, I'm an architect by profession. Then I majored more into interior designing. So I needed to blend those two things. I saw the gap back home in Zambia where, they are hiring people from other countries to design homes and different things. So that's how I decided to say, look, I can take this opportunity really to start something back home.
You're a successful interior designer, and I know that you're doing a couple of other things. What was your inspiration to start this? Well, I know eventually you saw the gap, but when you're growing up, I don't think when you're growing up, this is something that you're probably even thinking of.
I'll tell you. The funny thing is when growing up, I was this clean guy.
Okay.
His bed, my bedroom. My bedroom was clean. I didn't like dirty around.
Yeah.
So every time, my sisters will make fun of me, like you. Even if you keep this room clean like this, there's no job in Zambia that you can work when you grow up, apart from being like a house helper. I'm like, like they'll make me feel so bad.
Yeah.
Hey, mukilina so chabe, mzanka cheva medi kapena. So now I didn't know that there was a course that you can do that you can use that platform to make money. Until I started doing research. Remember, we were coming from a background where social media wasn't there. So there are a lot of things that that you like doing this thing, but you don't know if it has a name and can you study this thing and where to start this thing. Yeah. So when I discovered that I had interest in things to do with construction, interior designing, beautifying spaces, that's when I started to Google these things and to align myself so that I know how I can do this thing on a professional level. Because it's one thing having passion over something. It's another thing you going to school to study those things so that you can have the language. You can know how this business works. That's totally different. So we have a lot of people that are calling themselves interior designers in Zambia. They're into construction. They're doing this and this. But you may find that, yes, they have passion, but put them on the global platform, then they get exposed. You can now tell that now this one is it YouTube learning? Is it someone that who passed the mentorship to you just, or you went to school to study these things?
So the difference is there.
The difference is there, a huge one, a very huge difference. Yeah.
So interior designing, obviously, it's very. I have seen quite a lot of Zambians now waking up to bringing in interior designers, to do the work. A long time ago, people would just say fakani apo, and it's sort of like ends there. Is it a lucrative business?
It is. Look, with interior designing, right now, people, I would say, they're very exposed.
Yeah.
They know what they want. Some time back, everyone thought, and this is, for me, not all Zambians, but I find this very common here in Zambia, where people don't take time to study something just because this guy is selling tomatoes and it's working for him. And tomorrow I go and buy tomatoes and I want to sell them. So there's certain businesses that, for me, I would call them short-term or long-term type of businesses. For example, if today I walk out of this building, I find someone on the street and say, look, I want 100 bags or 200 bags of maize. I have money now. I want to pay for these things. I'm new here. I don't need to sell maize to do that business. All I'll do is I'll call you, my brother Ken. Do you know where I can buy maize?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, where? You connect me to someone. Immediately supply 200 bags there and we're paid money. That doesn't mean that now when you ask me, Ackate, what do you do? Now I sell maize. No. And this is the typical mindset that I've found on the ground, like on the Zambian scene, where it's a temporal opportunity that you have just chanced and you want to make it a permanent one. And that's the reason we end up getting frustrated. So the moment you realize that this is a temporal opportunity for me, just eat your money there and disappear. Go do things that will make money for you. So even all this thing, interior designing, it can be so frustrating because you need constant research. You need to know. You need to upgrade yourself.
What's happening in terms of the trends, and then also it's a very niched type of business. So, but I'm sure, with some of those figures I heard, if you do 4, 5 of those, you're good for the year.
No, I think you have to be very smart.
Yeah,
you have to be very smart. Get to know your good days and get to know your great days as well. Yeah, so use your money right. There's a say, to say when you abuse money, money can abuse you as well. So whenever money comes your way, try to know how can you do your savings, invest, so that when you have your great days, you know. And also, it's not just sticking to one thing. Spread your wings wide. so that your net, if your net is so wide, you can catch even the small fish there. Even the carpenter can get caught in that net. So you don't need to restrict yourself to say, all I do is this. For all of us to get to where we are today, we've tried so many things and we've failed so many times. And we haven't succeeded in a lot of things, but we didn't stop from there. So all we've done, we've kept on pushing. We kept on pushing. We kept on trying this. We kept on trying that and that. And today, when they see you successful, everyone is like, I want to open a TV station. But they remove the part of how much or how many times you failed.
No, I mean, people who tell me, the good thing about you is that you always succeed at what you do. And I'm like, no, there's nobody that succeeds at everything they do.
True.
The only reason you do not know about what I failed at is because I failed and it's not there.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's easy for you to, but look, failing, I think, is part of life, and it's part of growing up. Now, I'm really curious about digital marketing. What is digital marketing about? Can we speak about that just for a little bit?
All right. So with digital marketing, I think it's one way of using social media platform, which the traditional way of marketing things we thought should be TV, print media, or radio, or maybe banners, billboards. This is a traditional way of marketing. Like when you ask any person here, it's marketing, they'll mention these things. But now, we are moving in the era of IT and social media, which, if used right, it can generate a lot of money, a lot of income for you. So when I was doing digital marketing, they are teaching you how to work with the engine search, how to work with social media platform, how to create content that will sell out there, how to market and build the brand that will be able to reach out to the masses, compared to TV. So with TV, it has a little bit of limitations. So let's say for me to watch certain type of things, I need to be at a particular space or point. Yet, if I'm using my phone, I can be anywhere and be able to see certain things. Today, when there's any news, whether on any big issue, the first place where we read or see those things is social media. So with digital marketing, we were learning more on how important this tool is to change the whole game of marketing, where we are reaching people where they are. We are now not going to them straight physical, or for them to wait for 19 hours news, because remember the time, our background, where we wait for 19 hours news for us to know about something,
what's happening.
even to confirm some things. But right now you can get the confirmation in real time. And all these things, it's about digital marketing that is happening. So there are products that you know about now that you never even thought, that we don't even watch them on any of the TV channels. Because remember, our local TV stations, they are focusing on the local products that people are able to buy. There's no way you're going to market a product that is based in America. It means that your advertisement is misplaced. So I can still advertise something that can reach the American platform using digital marketing. So digital marketing is widespread compared to other platforms.
Great. You're watching the Kenny T One-on-One podcast. We take a break and we'll be right back. You're watching the Kenny T One-on-One podcast. Our guest today is Ackate Kalaba Tembo. One of the major things he does is that he's a successful interior designer. He's an architect as well. So now, before we get back to your work as an interior designer, I think we spoke briefly about it, although we went in a bit deep, but I was reserving it to the end so that we can add as much meat as possible. In as far as the actual interior designing is concerned. But let's speak about music. Are you an artist? Are you a gospel artist or you were a gospel artist?
Okay, yeah. Now, well put it. Like I was singing.
Uh-huh.
I tell people when they ask me to say, "Do you still sing?" I'm like, I resigned or I retired. So,
Why?
well, I think it was about time. You need to leave the stage when people are still,
For still
for you.
clapping. Yeah.
I think I'm one person that tried to understand time. Yes, and I remember I launched my musical career in 2005. So 2005, we're talking about that 20 years ago. So 2005, I launched the first album, and the second album I recorded. I moved to South Africa, where I started now doing music full time there, and working with different TV stations, and also trying to promote music that side. But 2009, somewhere there, I thought it was time for me. 2010, I think. 2010, I thought it was time for me to leave the stage. So I only produced like 2 successive like albums. Yeah, and after that, I left the industry. I love to sing. I still sing, but not out there now. Yeah. So if you ask me, are you still doing music? No, I'm not.
So,
Yeah.
so what did you call yourself?
Yeah. So I was going by my name, Ackate. So everyone knew me in the gospel scene. So what happened was when I produced the first project, it didn't do very well because you're just introducing yourself on the market and stuff like that. So when I traveled to South Africa, or when I moved to South Africa to stay there producing music, I produced a certain song that was which did very well that side in South Africa. Then I thought of sending it to Zambia. So when I sent that song to Zambia, distributed it to different radio stations and TV, and without even me knowing that song was, getting good airplay here. So the time I came just to visit, found the song was a bit big.
What song was it?
It could never go back again.
Okay.
Yeah. So now that song was more of it had a house feel to it. It didn't sound more like gospel. Yes, it's a song that was played in clubs, in churches, different places. So it had no limitations.
Who wrote this song? Who produced it?
I produced the song. I wrote the song. I had another producer called Ray Ngosa in South Africa. He was the co-producer for that song. I think at the time we were even in the studio when we were producing that song, he didn't approve it too much because the song itself didn't sound anything to do with gospel. Yeah. The beat itself and whatever things that the way we programmed it. So according to him, he was like, no, this is not good. But it turned out to be a song that worked out.
People liked it.
Yeah, people liked it.
So did you always want to be a musician?
When you're growing up, you're trying so many things. I remember singing in the choir. I changed.
Okay.
So
you sang in the choir.
Yes.
Okay.
I was in the choir. Then you're singing tenor. Then you sing bass. Then later on you're a choir master. Then because at that time you're going through a phase where everything around you it's music. You're going for rehearsals 2-3 times in a week. Sunday you're singing. So you find that you are spending more time with things to do with music. So when the time came, I'm like, you know what? I can try this. But if you ask me, is it something that I really, really wanted to do at that particular time? Maybe the answer is no. Maybe it was just a phase I was going, I was passing, But a lot of times, it comes back to the example I was giving. Anything that can be temporal, we try to station it like it's a permanent thing. So for me, I thought that was just a phase, and I tried to use every stage of my life to introduce me to another phase. So that worked for me because during my music career, that was the time I was launching myself into the business of advertising. So it was very easy for people to connect, like, oh, we know you, we've seen you on TV. So when you are telling them, about advertising on what already they have put a face to something, they trust you. Yeah, so that worked for me as well.
Okay, so I know that you wanted to leave, you've said it, that you wanted to leave the stage while people were still clapping. But what trigger did you have? What triggered you to say, this is it? Something must have pinched you.
Yeah. I'll tell you, and I'm not going to even try go around. The life of musicians, and a lot of them, they live a lot of fake life. You know, they live in pretense.
A lot of musicians?
A lot.
Okay.
So remember, when whether you're a secular artist or a gospel artist, when you're a gospel artist, you're singing about God, who blesses. You're singing about God who heals. You're singing about God who does A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D. So you need to live that life. Because there's no way you're going to say, I'm blessed, and you walk from the studio after an interview like this, people find you now walking back home. And on TV, you need to promote the God that you are worshiping. So now, you are saying one thing, your life is a bit different. Only if people can be so realistic about these things to say, I'm starting. There's no money now. So don't expect too much of me. But the expectation out there, it's always high.
On TV, you're a celebrity.
Yes.
So, you know.
So I remember very well where we go to movie TV, do an interview. And after an interview, we do a shortcut now inside Unza there, going to catch a bus on the other side. Because remember, movie TV, the location was in a place where there's no bus. Ulibe a taxi. Now, yes, people were watching in the same Kalingalinga. They were watching TV. It was a live show, Breakfast with the Boys. And you are there as a kid, celebrate at that particular time. Then, boom, they meet you now.
Walking home.
Sawato Zambo. Looking all sweaty. Now, I'm thinking, it's high time that we do something that makes money. If I want to pursue this industry, I need something that will finance this industry. So for me, I feel like there's a lot of pretense. Even the guys that are singing secular, I've found, not everyone, but I've seen that other people now, you are talking about, baby, I'm going to give you this. Baby, I'm going to give you this. I'll buy this car. So they go borrow these cars to shoot these music videos. They go rent out these houses to do these music videos because they need to create that image of what they're talking about. And yet, their lives are far from the image they've created. Now, when we watch you on TV, we take you, that's who you are, that's what your life is, you have all those things. Now, for you to match with that, what do? You need to pretend. You need to pretend. So we have a lot of people pretending now. So for me, when I was living gospel, like let's say singing, I didn't want to push music to be like, this is my career. I'm going to feed my children out of this. Maybe now, maybe music is doing fine now, but a number of artists, I think you have a lot of friends who are artists, a number of artists, tell them to be very honest with you. Check them if they're doing fine. The answer is no.
So there's a lot of pretending.
There's a lot of pretense. And this pretense has made people to steal. This pretense has made people to be depressed because remember, these are your own personal problems that you can't share because the world there view you as a different person. Even if you want to go and look for a job at the garage, a filling station, you can't because the whole Ackate standing, putting petrol at a filling station, how are they going to look at me? So I rather starve than be seen in a certain place because I've an image I've created out there. And this is killing a lot of artists. If artists can come out open, you're starting, talk. Guys, give me this, I'm pushing. So if you find me walking, don't be surprised. I'm pushing, I'm working out something. So that the expectations are not... Now, if I'm going to talk big and yet I'm here, even the things that people that want to help me, let's say you come to me and you are busy bragging to me, you are telling me you have millions in your account, there's no way you're going to start asking me for 10 kwacha after that. I mean, I would say out of your millions, take 10 kwacha. I'm sure
It's
you
difficult.
have.
I mean, it's difficult to help somebody who portrays to be doing fine.
True.
In many cases,
True.
even better than you.
Yeah.
But what kind of challenges did you face in the music industry, especially the gospel category? Because that's where you were.
I'll tell you something. Gospel music, the challenges that are there up to now, people think gospel music is for free. People are not willing to pay for that.
Is it?
Yeah. So they'll invite you for a concert and they'll say, God bless you. But you use your taxi to go where? To that place.
Uh-huh.
You sing there. You remember you had to raise money to go to the studio. You had to raise money to do a music video. You have to raise money to go. Remember, I don't know now if those things are still happening, but we used to give money to the DJs to play your music. And all that money, that's the capital injection that you're putting in your product. But there was no time. If you ask a number of gospel artists, at what point did you receive back your money? Nah. Then we had companies like Super Shine that came to.
Oh, I remember Super Shine.
I don't know if they came to destroy or they came because now they had this mass production of CDs and cassettes, which you go in a contract where they say, we can only pay you when we sell. Now, you only sign on the CD cover. They give you 10,000 copies. You sign them. But you don't know that these CD covers, maybe they are produced somewhere in Kapiri. You go in Kapiri, you find that you're famous there. Your CDs are selling. And those CDs are not the ones that you signed. So we had artists that were so big, very famous, yet with nothing. And that's a life that I didn't want. I thought, I'm going to have a family in the future, and I need to feed my children. My kids need to go to school. They need to live a comfortable life. But if I can't work it out myself here, then I'll be stuck, famous with nothing. So I told someone, say, here in Zambia, I'm giving reference to Zambia because these are the people that I know. Yes, I think we are good in building fame. We are not good in building the brand, and we are not good in monetizing the brand. So we build our name out there. Everyone knows who Ackate. Now, this Ackate is known. Can Ackate image or fame now be monetized to a point that now his fame can start producing money so that this guy can depend on his fame? The answer is no. Because even the brands that will come and sign up you, they'll always negotiate. They think they're doing you a favor.
So I know you're not singing anymore, but your music, do you have it on these digital platforms like Apple Music, Spotify?
No. So you see, if you Google our music, you'll find that our music is there on YouTube. But even the person that took that music on YouTube, that's the person who we don't know. And even how they made the money, you don't know. We had people like maybe Airtel, they put on ring tone, what. And all those things, the system wasn't there. And I saw that this is a platform where you'll be very big and very famous, and yet you have nothing. So what do? Guys, let me put my boots down here and concentrate on things. That doesn't change me from being a child of God. You can still be a child of God. It's like the way people think when you want to be a child of God, you have to be a pastor. No, that's a wrong concept. You can be a child of God and you don't have to be a pastor. You can preach the gospel, but you don't have to be called an apostle or an evangelist. You can still be a child of God. So when you're talking about some of the challenges that we're facing, those are some of the challenges that we were facing. There was no money. I don't know about now. There was no money. Then we started these concerts now. And if you remember, we had now this time of Jojo Mwangaza, the late Matthew Ngosa.
Those concerts used to be sold out.
Yes. So we are working with Chapro guys.
Chapro, yeah.
Yes. So we worked with Chapro, and
I actually met some one of the top guys in Chapro. They're saying they're trying to revive it and
I don't know about that.
Because it was good.
It was good. It was good. But you see, now the selling of CDs was removed because now people are not buying CDs. People are not buying cassettes. Remember, things were changing now. So you have 20,000 copies of cassettes. no one is playing them. No one has cars now that plays cassettes, so you keep them. Music now changed. And this is the thing that I was sharing. I think I was talking with one artist, Biflo, and we're saying, these young ones that are coming up also, these are people that we need to respect, these young musicians. Because you can just be writing that I'm a big artist. Then now you have Chandana K who are coming up with vibrant music, and before you know it, they're passing you. And you were Sharaf Mwishinati, I'm this.
I'm big.
No. So we need to find a way now, if we need that industry to work, how can we embrace the new talent that is coming up? How can we be there? And how are they making it if they're making it now? Those are things that we need to start learning.
Okay, so I've got a question. Do you go to church? Which church? Who's your pastor? And in answering that, I'd like you to talk about your family.
All right.
You're married to, and how many kids?
Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. So I go to church. I'm a born again Christian.
Okay.
I go to Mount Zion.
Okay.
Yeah. And my pastor, Bishop Bruce Msidi.
I'd like to host Bishop Msidi. I think someone must have reached out to him. I hope we get a reply, and we speak to a man of God and understand things from their perspective, so to speak.
No, we'll try. We'll try to talk to him.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is my pastor. Yeah, I have 4 kids.
Okay.
I call myself a father of all nations. Yeah, and so my firstborn child is doing his first year at the university.
Oh, well done.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. So then he's 19.
Okay.
Then I have a set of twins.
Okay.
They're 12. So
what do you mean?
The twins that I have a set of twins. They're girls.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, they're 12 years old.
They're 12 years.
Okay.
Yes.
I understood it differently. I thought you said I have twins and they're 12. So I'm like, how many sets is that?
No.
Okay, they're 12 years old.
They're two. So initially someone said, no, you have 4 kids. You should just say you have 3 kids because these others came too. So I have a set of twins, the girls. They turn 12 in February. Then I have the last one.
Okay. How old?
Is turning 3.
3.
Yeah.
Where did you meet your wife? How did you meet?
Oh, we met in South Africa.
Okay. I thought you wouldn't remember. She won't let you in the house if you don't remember such information.
But you see, a lot of people don't remember but it was made in South Africa. Yes. So it's a family of 4.
Okay.
Yeah, and we are good.
Okay, great. So now let's speak about one of your companies, which I'd like to think is part of the main reason we're hosting you here. This is Black Apple Decor.
Yes.
What was your inspiration behind this company?
I think I'll start with the name itself, Black. So I thought this field I'm in, it's dominated by white. These are people that are running this type of business in like interior designing and what. So by saying Black, we are representing the Black person.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, we're representing the Black person.
Because when you came in, you're dressed in black shoes, black pants. So I'm like, oh, maybe this is what it is.
Yeah. So most of the time, yes, I wear black. Look, the word or just the name Black, for me, I feel like it has been misrepresented a lot. Anything black, they consider it to be bad. A Black person is a person that can achieve this and that and that. Black magic, black what, anything black, people feel like this is something bad. But I've come to change the narrative that when we talk about Black, we're talking about something beautiful. Let's start embracing ourselves first as Africans and Black people. We can do so much. So when we talk about an apple, it's a kind of a controversial fruit that we've heard in the Bible. Someone will say, no, Adam and Eve, they ate a fruit. What fruit? Is it an apple? Is it what? So now, for me, my interpretation on that is when you talk about an apple, you don't know the fruit those guys ate. And yet that fruit had so much in it that it changed everything. So when we talk about black apple, which is black representing a black person, and apple, you don't know what this black person has in store until you mingle with them and work with them, and you discover that there's so much beauty in them. So when we are talking about black apple, we're saying try us and see.
Okay, so how long has your company been running?
We launched our company in 2017.
2017.
Yeah,
that's quite a while.
Yeah. So we are slowly going into almost 10 years.
Okay, so my research team was telling me that you actually more than one branch.
Yeah. So we here in Osaka we have 3 branches. So we have one at Ackate,
Okay.
then one in Kablonga, near Melissa.
Yeah.
Then we have our show house in Ibex, Kingsland City.
Yeah.
Right inside the complex there. That's where we have our showroom.
Okay.
Yeah. So then we have a branch that is strict interior designing that is in South Africa in Pretoria. Yeah. Okay. So here, apart from interior designing, we are also into product creation. So we make things like furniture. We make headboards, we make ottomans, we make different type of sofas. So
really?
These are Zambian produced. And I'm sure people that have bought things from us, they can testify to this, that these items, they look like maybe they were imported, because we've tried our best to teach and train people to produce high quality type of sofas.
Wow. Yeah. I hope we can, me and my crew could have time to, just come through, the place where you have these on display, just sort of like to get a feel of, and also just show the people that are watching the podcast, what your business is all about. So are you doing any business with the government, for example? So private companies, or you just get individuals working in now?
Look, we've worked with all kind of people. We've worked with the government. We've worked with private sectors. We've worked with individuals. Yeah. So our company targets everyone, because we will know that people want to stay in good places. They want to work in good environments. Let's say if it's an office, they want beautiful spaces. So we make sure that we work and create things that are suitable for all type of clients. So government, private sectors, individual clients, all those people, we work with them.
I know that you got an award not very long ago. What award was it?
Oh, so that's more like a star, upcoming star, like rising in the industry of interior designing, which it was held in South Africa.
Oh, it was in South Africa?
It was in South Africa, in Sandton.
Okay.
Yeah, so they were picking guys or companies that are like indigenous, let's say, companies that are creating jobs and that are helping to build or to just remove unemployment. So we were picked, and they did a research on us, and just to see how many people we've employed, how many people are direct and indirect, connected to our company, and how we are trying to change the community out there. Because some people that we work with are people that maybe didn't even finish grade 12, but we've trained these people. Like most of the people that work at our workshop, these are people that we don't need them to finish grade 12, but if they're willing to learn certain things, so we teach them, like carpentry. We have welders. We have people that sit on the machine to do the tailors. So we have different people that we are working with. So that award or that organization was looking for a company that is really helping the community. Yeah.
Okay. So what kind of a CEO are you? Are you hands-on? And when we say you're hands-on, how far do you go?
Wow. I would say I'm a hands-on type of. I don't know. The word CEO, it sounds so big, but I try to get so involved when it comes to the way we do our works. I monitor our works. I try to check quality control as well, just to make sure that we provide quality service to our clients. And apart from that, I think the best way to work with people that are working for you is also to get a little bit time to know them, because when you know them, you understand them. Yeah, so I think I'm a type of a person that works very well with everyone that works for our company, and I know them. Like just greeting them to say, "How are you doing? How's even their children if they have children or their wives and or whoever they're staying with, so that you know why this person is underperforming, or why do they come for work late? Is there anything that I can do to help?" And also, I feel like treating the workers well, it also helps them. It helps the company just to reach the level where you are able to produce things, because there's no excuse someone is going to get or give to say, "I'm not coming for work because you don't pay me or you haven't paid me." If you pay them on time, then ufall and drama, so you make sure that the affairs of your workers, they're well taken.
Great. So I know that there's a number of people doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're doing it professionally and stuff like that. But why should Kenny T come to you and not anybody else for interior decor?
Yeah. Okay, why should someone come to Black Apple? I think it starts with our service. It starts with the quality of things we produce. And these are locally produced stuff. So apart from just the quality, just know that you are creating employment for other people as well. Then we are putting Zambia on the map, because these are items that we try our best. We bring people from outside the country to run trainings to make sure that we produce the quality stuff. So we are not a company that you bring something on paper and say, "Oh, I saw this thing on," you mentioned the company that we don't know. Maybe we know the company. "I saw it on this company on Okadeco. Make this for us." We don't do that. So we only promote things that are made and designed by Black Apple, because these are things that we've taken time to study them, to perfect them, to make sure that we produce these things. We can produce these sofas, the scatter cushions, the headboard with our eyes closed, because we've taken time to master these. So we are not like any carpenter that you walk in and say, "I saw this chair at my brother Ken T studio, so make this for us." And that's the part where a number of people that are doing the similar business, where they fail. Because I come to you, I come with this design of the chair. I want you to make this design, and I'll just say yes. I need to study this chair. I need to check what kind of planks did they use, what kind of foam did they use, what kind of half-inch did they use, what kind of buttons or pins. So the moment I strip off this chair, study it, that's the only time maybe I might try to make the chair like that. So, but with us, we try to develop our own designs and build those brands. We name all our items. Like when you talk about chairs, they have names.
So names like what?
Yeah, so we have like a Kenzie chair, we have Apple chair, we have there's even a chair named by me. There's a Ackate couch. So there are all these things, and the reason we are naming them, even our branches, when you check, so we have Black Apple Home, which is in Kablonga. So Black Apple Home has a feel of a house, a home. Then we have Black Apple Urban. Black Apple Urban, it's situated right inside Active Fitness Center, the gym at Arcades.
Okay.
So when people are coming, this is an urban life now. People are training. Someone was saying, "How can you put pillows in a gym?" Say, "Look, we are coming to where people are. So you are coming there to train. You are able to see that there's a nice couch there. We are reminding you that you need to change those chairs at home. We are reminding you that you need to, improve your home there." So we want to be where people are. That's the reason we're calling it an urban life. It's a lifestyle that everyone enjoys. You go to the gym, you get nice scatter cushions, nice sofas and stuff like that. Then we have our showroom, where now you can come and see how we set up our things. So all our items or our branches, they have these names that are attached to you as our clients. They know that when I go to Black Apple Home, this is the feel that I want. So even the type of chairs that we make proper chairs, high density forms. They're not forms that with 2 days, then the forms are down and what. No. We try to make sure that we improve, because there is a say, the finishing of Zambian product is always bad. And we are working on that to make sure that we don't want any client that will come to us to say, I bought this, but the finishing was poor. No.
It was bad.
Nah.
Okay, so Ackate, we've got a question for you from our previous guests, right? So what we do at the end of the podcast is we give you an opportunity to pick a question for the next guest.
Oh, okay.
So there's a question for you, and then you have an opportunity to pick the next question for the next guest, right?
Okay.
So the question for you is, what quality do you feel every leader must possess?
I think listening to people. I think it's very important. You have to listen to people. When you're a leader, you're not a boss. You need to listen. The more you listen, you will find that even a person who sweeps your office might come up with a solution for the problems that you have. So listening. I think for me, that has worked. So when I'm doing any project, I go even to ask even the lowest person in the company to say, what do you think? I might not take whatever they're telling me, but you may find that something sensible might come out from that person, and I'll use it.
Great.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Which number are you going to pick? Because each number has a question
3
attached to it. Question 3. If your life right now had a title, what would it be? So this is your question to our next guest. As we wind up, Ackate, any inspirational words to someone who would like to start out in business and be like you one day? This show is about inspiration.
Yeah. I think for me, being successful, it's just the name. It's what you do with that success. You know, there's a person who preached, or there's somewhere where I read where it's saying, the higher you go in life, the more humble you should be. The more famous and riches that you get, the more accessible you should be, meaning people should be able to reach you. Then the more money you have, the more people you should help. So it doesn't make any sense. Today, Ackate has money and he can't help. Ackate has all the wisdom, he can't impact wisdom in other people. It is important that we know why we are blessed first. We are blessed so that we can be a blessing. Because where you and me are now, God can pick any person to be in our position.
That's true.
So he can choose any person, and we should look at it to be a privilege to say, God, you've picked me. So let me not abuse this, because we can be on the other side where we'll be the one asking for help. But now if you are in the position where you are the one rendering help, then you should thank God. So always be humble, reach out to the needy, help the people, and just be a person that will put a smile on other people's lives there.
Okay, we'd like to thank you very much. It's been a very inspirational discussion. Thank you very much for trusting your story with us. And I hope that we'll be able to call on you again another time.
Sure, thanks.
Good luck with your business. And then we'll speak to you after this and see if we could come and have a look at your showroom.
Yeah.
I think that would be nice for us to see. Ackate, thank you very much for making time to come on the show. This has been the Kenny T One-on-One podcast brought to you by YATU T. We're back again next week. Same place, same space.